The Israel Defense Forces did release this video clip right here showing Hamas fighters surrendering to Israeli troops. Those fighters, you can see their hands are in the air. They strip down and unload their weapons onto the ground. Israel says those 70 Hamas gunmen surrendered at a northern Gaza hospital. Now, I do want to talk about the video and other details surrounding the war. A lot of developments happening. Rob D'Amico, retired FBI agent, former member of the FBI hostage rescue team, and the founder of Sierra One Consulting, joining us now live to talk all about this. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to be here with us.
Always good to be on here, Josh.
So first off, can you kind of explain what it is we are seeing in this video? And I'm going to pull it up so you can get a better look at it.
What you're seeing is a surrender. So it is one of those things that can be really dangerous. You think it's a surrender and you almost let your guard down. I've had numerous tours in Iraq and Afghanistan where the enemy has used those encounters to actually kill service members. So they'll look at parading out, and then they come out and under their clothing, they're wearing IEDs. So they're wearing human devices that are going to blow up and kill security forces. So we started doing what we almost do back here in the States. When we bring someone out, we have them get down. We have them either lift up their clothing or somehow get down to where we can see their skin, that they're not wearing a device that's going to kill us. They dressed up as women in full burqas, and they would do the same thing, and they'd get a grenade out and such. So you have to be really careful because, again, this is when you're getting close to interaction with the enemy, and anything can happen. We've had it where the bombers were making suicide vests so that when we told the people to put their hands up, they had little loops there that their thumbs could hook on that would detonate the vest. So it would look like they're giving up, they're putting their hands up, and when they would just hook it, and then they would detonate. We also had other people that would be remote and would see when they got there, and the person wearing the vest didn't even cook it off. It was someone remotely with a cell phone or remote control that would activate the vest on us. So you have to get very careful. All these practices get passed along. We've used the Israelis to train us on some things. I'm sure we've trained them. We used the British SAS because they had ops in Northern Ireland to pass along these lessons learned. And we learned a lot of this in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Do you think there's a lot of misunderstanding about why this is happening? Because if you look on social media, you see these photos, you see those videos that are circulating, and people say, what's going on? Why are these fighters being forced to strip down? And there is that kind of misinformation that's passed along. But as you mentioned, it's kind of important.
It absolutely is. No one's been over it. I'm sure the soldiers in America know exactly what's going on, and people who have been in combat. Because it just happens. But until you're there and you understand, and then you also have the people that are playing on the misinformation. The terrorists are great at that. They take a clip of something. It could be a baby shoe, and they make this outrageous story about what happened to it. And in fact, it was just a shoe that got misplaced on a raid that we were searching for something. So the information space, it doesn't have to be true. And then you get people just kind of throwing gas on the fire and starting saying that, well, why are they stripping down? It's for their safety, too. You don't want the Iraqi, Israeli soldiers getting hyped up if someone's doing something. So when you know you're safe and you have the clothing removed, that they're not wearing a device, you can do things differently. I was surprised that all these people aren't zip tied when they're doing things. They have people coming out. We used to zip tie them until we figured out who we could talk to and such. And then sometimes we'd unzip tie people and we talk to them. But you have to be very careful during these interactions. And they're laying out all the weapons that were in there. That's for intelligence and documentation. We used to call them SSE shots, sensitive site exploitation, where before we blew it all up, we would take photographs of it, one, so that we could provide it to like the Iraqi court to show that this person had these in their possession, but we didn't want to, we didn't have enough room to carry them out on the helo with us, so we would blow them up in place. But we would take pictures of them, and that's what they're doing. They're laying out all that information of what those people had.